ሰላም ጤና ይስጥልኝ ውድ ዩቲዩብ ቻናሌ ቤተሰቦች እንደምን ቆይታችኋል? መላኩ ማቴዎስ ነኝ። ዛሬ ለየት ባለ ቪዲዮ መጥቻለሁ። ብዙዎቻችሁ እንደምታውቁኝ ከዚህ በፊት ስለ SPSS ቪዲዮችን ስሰራ ቆይቻለሁ። የሪሰርች ዳታችሁን SPSS ላይ እንዴት አድርጋችሁ አናላይዝ ማድረግ እንደምትችሉ ስቴፖችን ሳሳያችሁ ቆይቻለሁ ማለት ነው። ዛሬም ማሳያችሁ ነገር ምናልባት ከዚህ በኋላ እኔን እንዳትፈልጉኝ የሚያደርግ ይመስለኛል። ለማንኛውም ይህን ቪዲዮ እስከ መጨረሻ ድረስ እዩትና ስቲል ታስፈልገናል ለምትሉ ከሆነ ኮሜንት ቦክስ ላይ ታሳውቁኛላችሁ። ዛሬም ማሳያችሁ የSPSS ዳታችንን ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት በመጠቀም እንዴት አድርገን አናላይዝ ማድረግ እንደምንችል ነው። ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት አይደለም ዳታውን አናላይዝ የሚያደርግልን፣ ነገር ግን SPSS ላይ ስንሰራ ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት ስቴፖችን በማሳየት ኦር በመጠቆም ይረዳናል ማለት ነው። ምናልባት ለማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት አዲስ የሆናችሁ ሰዎች ካላችሁ ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት ማለት AI ፓወርድ የሆነ ቻት ቦት ነው። ከዚህ በፊት ልክ ቻት GPT ላይ ጥያቄዎችን ጠይቀን ምላሽ እንደምናገኘው ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት ላይም ጥያቄዎችን በመጠየቅ ምላሽ ስናገኝ ቆይተናል። አሁን ደግሞ ስክሪን ሪድ ማድረግ የሚችልበትን አቅም ጨምሮ መጥቷል ማለት ነው። ይህን ፊቸር በቅርቡ ጨምሯል። ኮምፒውተራችን ላይ የምንሰራውን ማንኛውንም ስራ ስክሪኑን ሼር አድርገን ያን ፍቃድ ከሰጠነው ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት እየተከታተለ ጋይድ ላይ ያደርገን ኦር ስቴፖችን ሊጠቁመን ይችላል ማለት ነው። እንዴት እንደምሰራ አሁን ወደ ቪዲዮ በመሄድ አሳያችኋለሁ። አስቀድመን SPSS ዳታ ፋይሉን እንከፍታለን። በዚህ መልኩ ከከፈትን በኋላ ወደ ማይክሮሶፍት ኮፓይለት እንሄዳለን ማለት ነው። ኮፓይለት ላይ ክሊክ ካደረግን በኋላ እዚህ ጋር መነጽር የሚመስል ምልክት ታያላችሁ። ኢላዩ ላይ ማውስ ስታስቀምጡበት ሼር ስክሪን ዊዝ ኮፓይለት የሚል ጽሁፍ ያመጣል። እሱ ላይ ክሊክ ታደርጋላችሁ ማለት ነው። ከዚያም የተከፈቱ አፕሊኬሽኖችን ሁሉ ያሳያችኋል። እዚህ ጋር የምትፈልጉትን ትመርጣላችሁ ማለት ነው። አሁን የምንከፍተው የSPSS ዳታ ፋይል ነው። ይሄን ABC ዳታ ፋይል የሚል ተከፍቶ ያለውን ስክሪን ሼር እናደርገዋለን ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር ስዊች ኦን እናደርጋለን።
Hey Melaku, I see you're working with IBM SPSS statistics. Need help with anything specific in your data analysis? I'm here to guide you through.
Thanks so much. Can you see the gender variable here?
Yes, I can see the gender variable in your dataset. It's listed in the columns in the SPSS data editor. Need help with something specific regarding this variable?
Sure, I wanted to make a frequency table for this variable. Can you tell me the steps?
Sure thing, Melaku. First, click on Analyze in the top menu. Then, hover over Descriptive Statistics and click on Frequencies. A new window will pop up. Let me know when you're there and we'll move to the next step.
Yeah, I can't find the Analyze feature. Can you highlight, please?
Let's get you sorted. I'll highlight the Analyze menu option for you now. Just keep an eye out for my highlight and we'll go from there. I've highlighted the Analyze menu for you in the top toolbar. Go ahead and click on that and we'll continue with creating your frequency table.
Sorry, but the highlighter is not in the right position.
Got it. Appreciate the heads up. Let's correct that. I'll try highlighting the Analyze menu again for you. I've highlighted the Analyze menu option again for you. Click on that and we'll move forward with your frequency table.
Great. So I clicked on the Analyze, then what?
Awesome, Melaku. Now hover over Descriptive Statistics and click on Frequencies. That'll open a new window where you can select the gender variable for your frequency table. Let me know when you're there.
Sure, the window is opened already. So what's the next step?
Great. Now, in the frequencies window, look for the gender variable on the left side. Select.
I got it.
Nice. Now, move the gender variable to the variables list by selecting it and clicking the arrow button. Once it's in the list, just click OK and SPSS will generate the frequency. Let me know how it goes.
But what about those things on the right side, like statistics chart, format? Can you describe about them?
Absolutely. On the right side of the frequencies window, you'll see several tabs. 1. Statistics. This lets you choose additional statistics to include, like mean, median, mode, or percentiles. 2. Charts. Here you can decide to create visual representations, like bar charts, pie charts, or histograms for your data. 3. Format. This lets you customize how the frequency table...
Okay, thank you so much. So let me click on the statistics and you will explain things therein.
Sure, Melaku. Go ahead and click on statistics. Once you're there, we'll break down what each option means.
Here I see the central tendency options like mean, median, mode, and sum. Do you recommend me to calculate mean value for the gender variable?
For the gender variable, which is likely categorical, calculating the mean wouldn't be meaningful. Mean is more suited for continuous numerical data. For a variable like gender, you generally want to look at frequencies or percentages to understand the distribution. Does that make sense?
Sure, thank you so much. I have changed my mind and I would like to run regression analysis.
Sure. It looks like you're interested in performing regression analysis.
Yeah.
Let's start with that. Click on Analyze in the top menu, then hover over Regression. From there, you can choose different types of regression, like linear or logistic, depending on your data and research question. Want to dive into one of those?
The type of regression analysis I would like to run is multiple linear regression analysis.
Got it. For multiple linear regression, hover over Regression in the Analyze menu, then select Linear. This will open a dialog box where you can specify your dependent and independent variables.
Sure, the dialog box is ready now.
Great. In the dependent box, you'll place the variable you want to predict. Then under Independence, you'll select your predictors. Once you've got those set, check the options under Statistics if you need additional outputs, then click OK to run the analysis.
Great. My dependent variable is performance and the rest of variables which are autocratic, laissez-faire and democratic are independent variables. Now I already moved them to the dialog box, to the variable list. Now tell me the other step and remember that I have to include the assumption test for this analysis.
Got it. First, let's ensure your assumptions are tested. In the linear regression dialog box, click on the Statistics button. Here, you can select various options for assumption testing. For multiple linear regression, consider checking 1. Estimates to get the regression coefficients. 2. Model fit.
No, I need the test for multicollinearity and autocorrelation.
Let me guide you to highlight the correct options for multicollinearity and autocorrelation. Ready?
Yeah. Please continue.
For multicollinearity, check collinearity diagnostics. For autocorrelation, there's no specific box in this dialog, so you typically check the Durbin-Watson test from the model fit options. Ready to give it a go?
Yeah, I checked.
Once you've checked those options, click Continue, then OK to run the analysis. SPSS will generate output, including the regression coefficients and assumption test results. Ready to see?
What about normality assumption?
For normality, you can check the plots option in the linear regression dialog. From there, in the plots option, you can check normal probability plot to test the normality assumption for the residuals. This will help you see if your residuals follow a normal distribution. After selecting this, you can click Continue and then OK to run the analysis.
What about histogram?
For a histogram, you'll need to go to the plots option in the linear regression dialog. There, you can check the
Yeah, I'm already there.
Great! In the plots dialog box, check the histogram option. This will help you assess the normality of residuals. Once you've checked it, you can proceed by clicking Continue.
Oh, good. I clicked on the Continue.
Now that you've configured the settings, click OK to run the analysis. Your results, including assumption tests, will show up in the output viewer. Give it a click and let's see what you get.
Yeah, I got it. Can you see the output window now?
I can only see the data editor window right now, not the output viewer. You'll need to switch to the output viewer window to see your results. Could you switch up?
Sure, I can.
Great. Just switch to the output viewer, and I'll help interpret your results. Look for the window usually titled SPSS viewer or output.
Can you see it now?
I still see the data editor window. Could you try switching to the output viewer window, and then we can go through your results together?
What about now?
Now I see it. You're in the output viewer, looking at the results of your regression analysis. What would you like to focus on first?
I need you to interpret some of the results from here, like model summary, ANOVA, and coefficients.
Alright, let's break it down. Model summary. The R-square value is 0.297, which means about 29.7% of the variance in performance can be explained by the 3 independent variables. But you'd normally look at the sig value to determine if the model is statistically significant. Each independent
No, you are not correctly reading the results. For example, the R-square is 0.056.
Sorry for the mix-up earlier. Let's break it down. Model summary. The R-square is 0.566, suggesting the independent variables explain 5.6% of the variance in performance. The Durbin-Watson value is 1.506, which tests for autocorrelation in the residuals. ANOVA, the significance value of .002.
So tell me the interpretation for the Durbin-Watson test. What does it show?
A value around 2 suggests no autocorrelation. A value closer to 0 indicates positive autocorrelation. A value closer to 4 indicates negative autocorrelation. Your Durbin-Watson value is 1.506, which is fairly close to 2. This suggests that there's no significant autocorrelation in the residuals.
Great. Proceed to the ANOVA result.
With an F statistic of 4.937.
Just tell me if the model is significant.
Based on the ANOVA table, the significance value, or sig, is 0.02. Since this value is typically less than the common alpha level of 0.50, we can conclude that the model is statistically significant. This means the independent variables, as a group, significantly predict the dependent variable performance.
Let you come to the coefficients table. Start with the multicollinearity test, which is VIF.
In the coefficients table, the VIF column represents the variance inflation factor, which is a measure of multicollinearity. Typically, a VIF value above 10 indicates high multicollinearity. Since all these values are well below 10, there doesn't seem to be a significant multicollinearity issue in your model.
So it's in the acceptable range.
Yes, the VIF values in your output are within an acceptable range. Generally, a VIS below 10 is considered acceptable, indicating no significant multicollinearity.
Yeah, that's clear. That's clear. Can you tell me which of my independent variables is significantly affecting the dependent variable?
None of the independent variables are statistically significant, 0.5.
Sorry, you are not reading the correct value.
None of these p-values are below 0.05, so none of the variables are significantly affecting the dependent variable.
በኋላ በድጋሚ እንደዛ ሲያስተካክል ነበር። ሌላው ደግሞ ምንድነው እኔ በሚሰጠው ኢንስትራክሽን ላይ ነው በጣም ዲፔንድድ የሚሆነው። እንደዛ አይነት ነገሮች ምናልባት ኢንስትራክሽኑን ስንሰጥ ትክክለኛ ኢንስትራክሽን ማንሰጥ ከሆነ ስህተት የመስራት እድሉ ከፍተኛ እንደሆነ ያሳያል ማለት ነው። ፐርፌክት ባይሆንም ስቲል በጣም ብዙ ጠቃሚ ነገሮችን የያዘ እንደሆነ አይቻለሁኝ ማለት ነው። እንግዲህ አሁን ትነግሩኛላችሁ ከዚህ በኋላ አስፈልጋችኋለሁ ወይስ አላስፈልጋችሁም የሚለውን ኮሜንት ቦክስ ላይ መጻፍ እንዳትረሱ። ይህን ቪዲዮ ከወደዳችሁ ላይክ እና ሼር ማድረግ እንዳትረሱ። ለቻናሌ አዲስ የሆናችሁ ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ ቤተሰብ ይሁኑ። መልካም ጊዜ በያላችሁበት።